Howdy, WCHS. Xavier Keenan here.
George Vila also here to deliver all the goodness of this episode to you folks watching.
Today's show will feature an abundance of information about a large group speech and how it helps students improve their public speaking skills.
You'll get a chance to see how well you know a fellow classmate with this week's Guess Who.
And we'll bring you up to date on all you know about the Lynx winter sports.
We'll get to all that right after this.
Hey George, do you want to know what my favorite saying is?
What's that?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That is a good one. My favorite team quote is by Maddie Stepanek. Unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved.
I love working in teams. Just having a good team with other people with whom you share interests in is one of the great joys in life. Like how you and I are also a part of band.
True, but one group that I've heard about that neither of us are a part of is large group speech.
I've heard of them, but I'm not entirely sure what they're all about. Though I do know that they recently had a competition. Maybe Tucker can explain some more. Tucker?
What's up, WCHS? I'm Tucker Judkins, and did you know that large group speech sent 10 groups to state this year? A lot of practice and preparation went into competing at the district meet this year, and it clearly paid off. Here to talk about the practice, preparation, and competition aspects of speech are Cameron Nettermeyer, Payne Pingle, and Coach Nothi.
I am in improv, and I've been in speech for just this year, so a couple months. It helps me with public speaking in front of crowds and stuff like that.
My events in speech are group mime and ensemble acting, and this is my third year in speech. Speech is a collection of different events in which we practice over the course of a few months and then are given the chance to showcase at district speech contest.
I would say speech helps students become more confident in being able to express themselves and, just overall have fun.
Speech gives kids a chance to practice their public speaking skills and work on things that make them very nervous in the classroom. It gives you real-life skills that a lot of other activities don't give you the chance to work on. But overall, it's a lot of fun, too, and we make a lot of memories.
Large group speech sounds like a blast. Don't forget that the large group state speech competition will take place on February 2nd. If you have any questions regarding large group speech, find Mrs. Nothi. Also, individual speech is just around the corner, and you can talk to Mrs. Seliger for more info on that. This has been Tucker Judkins reporting for Wctv.
Thanks, Tucker, and congratulations to the 10 large group speech teams that have qualified for state speech. These groups will compete on Saturday, February 2nd at Waterloo West High School.
For sure. Mad props to them.
Large group speech is definitely interesting. I might even think of joining individual speech.
I agree, but I'm not certain that it's the right thing for me.
Yeah, life is full of uncertainty. You can hear about things like the school clubs or sports, but unless you go out and try them for yourself, you won't really know if you like it or not.
People can sometimes be the same way. If you don't know everything about them, that's why making friends and getting to know people is so great.
Tubular. That's exactly what Jacob's all about, bringing us this week's Guess Who.
Hey there, WCHS. Can you guess who it is? That's right, it's Jacob Shute, and we've got another game of Guess Who. Let's get right into it.
She's been involved in a couple school plays, she's active in tennis, and she needs a prom date.
She has 2 chinchillas, and you can always find her in the guidance office.
I know a young woman who absolutely adores cats. She loves dogs. This woman is very responsible. She is planning on going to UNI, and basically, she is just a merry old soul.
You guessed it, it's me, Kylie Lance.
Thanks, Jacob. Make sure to watch next week to see if people can break the code in the upcoming Code Breaker segment.
I can't wait. Codes and brain teasers are always fun to crack.
I agree, but they can be pretty tough sometimes, especially the crosswords or Sudoku.
I love crosswords. They give me a chance to expand my vocabulary and learn a plethora of new words. As for Sudoku, you'll have to figure that one out yourself. They are difficult.
But not as tough as winter sports.
True that. Our student athletes have been working extremely hard these past couple months.
Let's check in with Mackenzie to see how the winter sports are going so far.
Hey WCHS, it's Mackenzie Burney with your winter sports update. For the girls basketball team, they have a record of 4-8. Taylor McKinney, a junior, has 95 three-point attempts and 30 3-points being made. She has had 31 free throw attempts and 29 of those were made. Grace Hoverstein, a junior, has 23 three-point attempts and 9 of those were made. She also has 13 free throw attempts with 10 being made. Zoe Whittle, a senior, has 39 free throw attempts with 23 being made. Adelie Schwant, a junior, has 31 free throws attempts and she has made 11 of those shots. Lastly, for the girls basketball team, Atlanta Hop, a senior, has made 4 free throws with 3 being made. With the boys basketball team, they have a record of 7-3. Henry Hoverstein, a senior, has 2 free throw attempts with 1 being made. Dylan Steen, a senior, has had 28 free throw attempts with 9 being made. Drake Doring, a junior, has had 48 three-point attempts with 18 being made. He also has 11 free throws with 7 being made. Tyler Olson, a sophomore, has had 23 three-point attempts with 7 being made. Lastly, Tavis Eklund, a sophomore, has had 41 three-point attempts with 15 being made. Lastly, wrestling. The team has a record of 10-9. Cameron Pexapong, at 106 pounds, has a record of 41-14, with 24 pins, 3 techs, and 4 majors. Drake Doolittle, at 120 pounds, has a record of 64-5, with 56 pins and 1 tech. Chase Rattenborg, at 126 pounds, has a record of 50-18, 43 pins, 2 techs, and 3 majors. Nick Gaska, at 138 pounds, has a record of 34-28. He has 27 pins, 2 techs, and 1 major. Lastly, Caleb Olson, at 195 pounds, has a record of 38-11, 32 pins, and 7 techs. This has been Mackenzie Burney with your winter sports update.
Thanks, Mackenzie. There is nothing better than showing up to events and cheering on our Lynx. Here are some upcoming events to get you ready for this upcoming week. Today, the 25th, there are girls and boys varsity basketball games at Hampton Dumont, starting with the girls at 6:15 p.m. with the boys following.
On Saturday, the 26th, there will be a Legacy Learning Boone River Valley class starting at 9 a.m. and going until 4:30 p.m. at WCHS.
Also on Saturday, there is varsity wrestling versus Roland Story at Roland Story High School, starting at 10 a.m.
Speaking about wrestling, be sure to congratulate Drake Doolittle and Cam Pexampong for being champions at North Central Conference Wrestling Meet this past Saturday.
A special shout out to Drake Doolittle, who has become the first Lynx wrestler and the 9th wrestler in NCC history to become a 4-time conference champ. Also on Saturday, there will be a girls and boys varsity basketball game against Gilbert at home. The girls start at 2:30 p.m. and the boys will follow at 4 p.m.
Sunday the 27th, there will be a Legacy Learning BRV class at the WCHS. It starts at 9 in the morning and goes until 4:30 in the afternoon.
On Monday, the 28th, there will be a freshman boys basketball game starting at 6:30 at home.
On the following day, Tuesday the 29th, there will be a varsity basketball game starting at 6:15 at home. I have to say, I really love the winter sports.
I do too, but the part that I don't love is the winter part. It's always so cold here in Iowa, and the snowing is always inconvenient.
I agree, but that's what weather forecasts are for, to inform us on just how inconvenient the snow will be, and Sarah is here to tell us just that.
It's definitely going to be a really cold one this week, with the low temps and high winds, so bundle up and stay warm. On Friday, it'll be snowy with the winds of 7 to 10 miles per hour. The high will be 11 degrees with a low of -20 degrees. On Saturday, it'll be mostly cloudy with winds southwest of 6 to 9 miles per hour. The high will be 19 and the low will be 4. On Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy with winds of 5 to 9 miles per hour. The high will be 13 degrees and the low contain of 7 degrees. So try to stay warm out there this weekend. And good luck to all of the activities as well.
Thanks, Sarah. Hopefully we can soon start straying away from the cold.
I think we've had enough snow already, in my opinion, but a couple more snow days wouldn't hurt.
I have to agree with you there, but hopefully none next week, because we have a fun show planned out for you.
That's right. We have Daniel giving us details about WCHS's new chess club, Xavier Adams sharing an almost unbreakable code, and Dylan telling us about a terrific student here at WCHS.
Next week, Emma and Mackenzie will be behind the desk, and Maywellen will take on weather. This has been George.
And Xavier for WCTV.
I love you too, sweetie. I'm scared.